And good evening. My name is Irgi, and today I'm gonna present our result of my theory about development of applied linguistics. What is applied linguistics? As of 1980, broad agreement was achieved among the major practitioners in the field that applied linguistics. One was interdisciplinary, drawing on a multitude of disciplines, including psychology, sociology, and pedagogy, as well as theoretical linguistics. Two was not limited to language teaching, but include a broad range of fields including lexicography, stylistic, speech pathology, translation, language policy, and planning, among others. 3. Perform a mediating function between theory and practice. Brumfield opines that applied linguistics, or AL, is a theoretical and empirical investigation of real-world problems in which language is a central use. Greb proposed that the focus of AL is on trying to resolve language-based problems that people encounter in the real world, whether they be learners, teachers, supervisors, academics, lawyers, service providers, those who need social services, test makers, policy developers, dictionary makers, translators, or a whole range of clients. The term applied linguistics, which refers to the application of linguistics to the study and improvement of language teaching, language learning, language planning, management of language defect, communication between groups, lexicography, translation, owes its origin to U.S. language teaching programs during and after the Second World War. According to Greb, it was largely based on Leonard Bloomfield outlines guide for the practical study of foreign languages, which was said to be influenced by the early European advocates of the direct methods, in particular Henry Swift. In America, in 1948, a conference was organized by Charles C. Fries, supported among others by Kenneth L. Peck and W. Freeman, to waddle at the University of Michigan to disseminate information about work at Fries English Language Institute, founded in 1941. At that conference, a quarterly journal of applied linguistics was started. In Britain as well, a school of applied linguistics was established by G.C. Cartford at the University of Edinburgh in 1956, and the Center of AL was set up in Washington, D.C. under Charles Ferguson in 1959. It has been noted that similar institutes have been set up in various parts of the world. Greb noted that the National Association of Applied Linguistics came together in 1964 to form the Association Internationale de la Linguistique Appliquée. This association holds a 4-yearly international congress with published proceedings. Subfield of AL. Cramsey cites in Davis A. that the field of AL includes, besides L1 and L2 acquisition and the SLA-related fields mentioned previously, such areas of research as communication in the professionals, communication disorders, language and the media, language and law, language policy and planning, translation and interpretation, language and technology, stylistic and rhetoric, literacy, discourse and conversational analysis, and sign language research. Below are the commonly regarded subfields of applied linguistics as not Greb. One is second language acquisition. Second, language acquisition theory deals with the range of variables, in particular age of immersion, quantity of input, and the other, which may interactively determine the level of ultimate attainment. 2. Language assessment and testing. Language assessment play a gatekeeping role in terms of the function that they serve for institutions and the corresponding preparedness of institutions to invest in their development and validation. It has always involved the development and implementation of frameworks for describing students' progress in language learning over time. 3. Language policy and planning. The practical nature of language planning deals with the analysis of policy making in contexts where language is a part. Language problems always arise, which could involve rival interests reflecting relations among ethnic, political, social, and bureaucratic and class groupings. Language policy and planning research then draws on knowledge far beyond linguistics to solve such problems where necessary. 4 is lexicography. Lexicography is important and an integral part of applied linguistics in second or foreign language learning and teaching at all age and level of education. It is concerned with the writing and study of dictionaries for first, second, or foreign language education. It also involves mono, bi, and multilingual works and general children's schools, college, and specialized technical dictionary. 5 is multilingualism. This is the use of more than 2 languages within a speech community. Applied linguistics deals with the sociological, psychological, attending problems and the other, and the implication of these languages on the speech community. And the last is corpus linguistics. This aims at improving language description and theory and steps. Note that the task of applied linguistics is to assess the relevance of the language description to practical application. Corpus data are essentially for accuracy in the description of language use and have shown how lexis, grammar, and semantic interact. So this is our material about development in applied linguistics. Let's go next to the storytelling. So this is storytelling based on me related to the material. For once upon a time, in a world where language collided and culture intertwined, scholars face a pressing question: how can we use language to solve real-world problems? This marked the birth of applied linguistics, a field that didn't just study language but put it work. In the mid-20th century, as nations rebuilt after wars and globalization began, people needed ways to communicate across borders. Traditional linguistics focused on grammar and structure, but pioneers like Noam Chomsky and Michael Halliday asked, how can we teach language better? How do people actually use language in daily life? Thus, applied linguistics emerged, bridging theory and practice. Teachers struggle with old methods, rote memorization, rigid grammar drills. Then came the communicative approach, inspired by applied linguistics. Instead of just conjugating verb, student roles play real scenarios, ordering food, debating ideas. Language became alive, not just textbook roles. With the digital age, applied linguistics evolved again. Speech recognition, machine translation like Google Translate, and AI chatbots all relied on linguistic research. Corpus linguists analyze millions of texts to see how words function in context. Suddenly, learning apps like Duolingo made language mastery accessible to millions. Today, applied linguistics tackles challenges like preserving endangered language before they vanish, debating global English, it is unifying or dominating, improving AI communication, why does Siri misunderstand a sentence? As our worlds grow more connected, the story of applied linguistics keeps unfolding one conversation at a time. With the digital age, applied linguistics evolve again. Moral of the story: language isn't just about rules; it's about people, and applied linguistics ensures those words serve, teach, and unite us. So this is our presentation. I'm sorry if there are any misunderstanding word or wrong word that I have to say. Thank you and good evening.